ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashaphi taka Frank Motors. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
MIT University of Meghalaya. Our admissions are now open for the academic year 2024-25. Explore our best courses, experience global collaborations. Apply today.
Step into paradise at Mausen Telang Nongwar, your sustainable escape into nature's heart.
The State Food Testing Laboratory, Meghalaya, hagajing a trailang ringkat by the Commissionerate of Food Safety, Department of Health and Family Welfare. Mendagasing la Pynlong a technical session come food awareness safety, bashisngi ha conference hall, jong State Food Testing Laboratory, Pasture Hill, Shillong. U Dr. Joram Beda, Commissioner of Food Safety, Ulawan Banyadan Langkum Kongsan, U Dr. D. Mishra, MFL, Kolkata, Kumusumbut Kongsan, Hakijing Don Lang Kong RM Kurba, Secretary CNRD Department, Umalthus S. Sangma, Director, Directorate of Information and Public Relations, Nalorki Weipan.
Now the very important question, why food safety? As the saying goes, we are what we eat. There is also a book by Alice Waters, but I'm not mentioning that. I'm just going by the age-old adage that we are what we eat. And the underlying meaning is that the food that we eat should bring us both health and happiness. Now there is a very important concept which is doing the rounds, and Dr. Sandra from Indian Institute of Public Health, Shillong, is a champion of One Health policy. But somehow one of the very important aspects of that we miss out is that there is an inextricable linkage between the food safety, nutrition and food security. Nutrition came to light with the discovery, I would use the word discovery, by modern science on kwashiorkor and marasmus. This happened mostly prior to in and around World War I. And of course, with the increasing population and pressure on the natural resources, food security became a very important issue. But of the three, the food safety came a bit late. Unsafe food can cause a range of diseases, from infectious diseases to non-communicable diseases, including cancer. So you are all aware, Dr. Mishra just mentioned a bit about, not to be too controversial, but it's already in the news, about carcinogenic agents being present in certain brands of spices. Right? Am I right? So there is an instruction also from FSSAI to all the state units to carry out investigation. Right? So our enforcement department will also be going ahead with following the instructions from FSSAI. You are all aware that currently with the advancement of the processed food, there are a lot of additives and preservatives which are a matter of great concern. There has been a lot of debate whether even a sugar-free is actually sugar-free and is it actually beneficial to the health. So there are a lot of questions on that. So food, why is food always a cause of concern in the modern world? The main reason being this, that it's very difficult to establish the causality between a food and the outcome. That food has caused a disease, food has caused a health problem. That causality is very difficult to establish legally. And that's when it has to be, that's why it's important, it's pertinent that state government should establish food testing labs such as this to scientifically establish that causality, and then only this fact stands in the court of law for any enforcement by the state government. And it's always the duty of the state government to protect the lives of its citizens. Many do not understand even now that the burden of food disease to public health and to the economies have been underestimated. And this is mostly due to underreporting. And thanks to our enforcement wing under the leadership of our Deputy Commissioner Odi Sangma and Kong Mukhim, and our assistant food commissioners, they're all doing their job to bring to light the importance of food safety by conducting raids now and then, and also establishing the causality through the food safety lab. A very scientific estimate on the global burden of foodborne diseases was done by WHO in the year 2015, and it was found that there are more than 600 million foodborne diseases and about 4.5 lakh deaths due to foodborne diseases every year. And mind you, this is also an underreporting. And the worst part of this is that, the foodborne illness and its effects disproportionately affects underprivileged group of population, that is the under 5, and mostly in the low and middle income nations. And this particular report that I'm mentioning in 2015 came up with a group of 30 agents, both organic and inorganic, which causes foodborne diseases. Bacteria, Salmonella, Escherichia coli, Campylobacter, these are the most common. Now, Listeria is an infection in a normal human being, healthy human being, it may not cause too much of a problem. But in a pregnant woman, this can lead to miscarriage. So this is how we should let people know about the importance of foodborne diseases. Vibrio cholera, you're all aware, this has created a havoc in the history of mankind, and in a way it was a blessing in disguise that it was because of Vibrio cholera outbreak in London that the modern world started giving attention to public health concerns. And that's how the Western world first came up with public health policies. Norovirus causes a lot of dysenteries, a lot of gastroenteritis, and people are not aware about that. Hepatitis A, which is also a very common food and waterborne disease, many are not aware. People think that hepatitis is all about B and C. There is hepatitis A, which is also not very dangerous in a healthy, normal person, but again, in a pregnant woman, it can be very, very fulminant and dangerous.
Gentlemen, a round of applause for Pynlong Royal Company, being illustrated by Dr.
Ana na kana hat ngas kilo ni na pega apna shi for match phang do jokin ki ai huma tất cả em bên lòng ta bằng hadu kata kata
jadi saya fikir ini saya yang sudah terkaki biar saja muslim ni kejimbang dia dari kata ya kerana nak Jakarta nak kuyong nak kediam nak gading nak pring ini kita yang kau permainan kata
kasna be kata apa pi bantai hatta kamdan ba kajing kata haka kata kena
tak ada nak kau kawan Shorty, kita hanya awak.
Kecil mah, kerana pengijuk hade pada kerja sekarang, berlagak bentuknya hada, berlagak Obama ini kesekarang, nila bentuk kejimpang po, ni kejimpang berpikir kekilian jimpang tu kiban boy kini kido kekilian balasasnya, berlagak bentuknya hada. Anda nila Obama pada kini kido, nila penyopang, kilo bagi sejenjat pak bersumar dia terbunuh.
Tadi itu. Kenapa cuba berkata kata?
Sekolah kajima, kadang keklan bakalasaan ako kadang nama begini kita bersengaja, ini kita sengaja, kita kibi, Pynlong kita jimbangtong, ni kita sa ako kami kubrir.
Namanya kau ada jika dia semangat, kita pada saya nalar ini semangat, siapa yang beliau kau, mereka cerita pada semangat saya kan.
Kedua tadi kami dari kawasan mereka berjani, sampai nila apa mereka tenteng. Nila mereka mau ya kecil ni macam kedua tadi, hanya berjani. Banyak hari kini kita jaga tadi, banyak kita jaga tadi, banyak hari kedua, hanya kau berjani.